Welcome to this week's Yep Yeah Yes with Tamika and Marissa. This week we're going to talk about the government shutdown and some other stuff. But yeah, you heard that right. It's a government shutdown. So we're going to talk about it. Anyways, how you doing, Tamika?
I'm good. I just realized we record this show on my phone, so I'm going to try something. If you hear a pause on the phone, just know we'll be right back. I need to take the thing off, but hopefully we're still recording the whole time and nobody's bothering us.
Nobody be bothering you.
Be good to go.
But how's your cough?
It's actually gotten worse.
No.
I mean, it was good, and then I think the weather is with the air, the cold, it's messing me up. But I got insurance again.
Hey.
The Affordable Care Act, or as other people that don't like it like to refer to it as Obamacare.
You mean where you're actually covered for medical?
Yes.
Oh,
right.
okay.
Where he shut down the government so that
for 17 days, so American citizens could be covered with medical.
Yeah.
Oh.
That shut down.
But not this one.
Not this one. We're gonna build a wall, or as Kellyanne Conway says, don't call it a wall, call it slats.
Slats. Oh, we're gonna build them slats. Build them slats.
It's funny. I was talking to my aunt the other day.
She's trying to Joanna Gaines us.
But then her husband is like I think she's the leak.
Oh, Kellyanne Conway?
Because her husband George Conway? He bashes 45 every chance he gets.
No.
Yes. He says all this. I'm like, how are they? Like, he bashes him to no end.
That's almost like my house, but.
Anyway.
Not really. Wait a minute.
She works for him, though.
That's what I mean. Like, wow. Maybe she is the lead.
She is the lead, but, she's probably very persuasive, like some women, Like, I ain't no leak boo.
I ain't no leak boo.
But what was I going to say? I was going to say something about, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, government shutdown.
Do they get retroactive pay?
Yes.
They do.
If they worked and didn't take the day off.
Oh, okay. So they're supposed to show up at work, not get a paycheck for God knows how long, get evicted.
And tomorrow's the second time without a pay.
Okay. The second
payroll.
Yeah. 2-week pay period. So this is 4 weeks now.
Right.
Without pay. Some people getting evicted.
I said to my aunt, I was like, I'm going away next week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, would I do that? Like, think about the job that you have now.
Right.
Would you not go to work?
If you're not paying me and I don't know how long I'm going to get a paycheck, this is really tough.
Would you look for another job?
Of course, I have to.
You have to.
I have to. I have bills. I gotta feed my family. I gotta put a roof over my head.
I also read something, I don't know how accurate it is, but that if you don't go, something in the one of the laws with federal employees, they can be sued for like not showing up after certain, you know what I mean? Yeah. Right now they're taking time off and calling in sick, but if they just don't show up, they can't get unemployment. But I think California was like, we're giving you unemployment. You're not working.
Right.
The states can always. That's the one thing a lot of people don't realize. The states actually have more power than the federal government.
Yeah. Wow.
But anyway, what about this shit down? What are your thoughts?
This shit fucked up.
You're what?
I'm very, like, it's a very hard situation to be in, because number one, when you go to work, you expect to be paid. You have a contract. I show up, I get paid. I do a job. You pay me for this job.
Right.
But I'm supposed to go, yes, I'll get retroactive pay, but when?
Right.
Is the question. And how long, like, do I call my mortgage company and say, can we furlough this? It doesn't work that way.
You can't.
Can we defer my payments?
That's the thing
too. It doesn't work.
A lot of the mortgage companies, the big ones.
Right.
Like, think about the ones that don't have a big. They went through a small independent
right.
bank. The big mortgage companies, they're saying, we'll give you a grace period, but unfortunately, that doesn't mean changing your credit score.
Exactly.
They're still reporting you as late. It's like your credit's everything's getting messed up.
This is going to be in effect for probably 12 years for some people.
Yeah. Is it wrong of me? I said this to my aunt the other day. I was talking to my aunt has all of a sudden became super political in the last couple of years. And my aunt. She's like, you don't look at her and be like,
no.
I go over and talk to her and she's
political,
like, I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, that Don Lemon. She's like, oh, I love Chris Cuomo. She like CNN all day. She's like gang gang. She rides.
Gang gang. I love that phrase so much.
That is her crew right there. So I forgot what I was gonna say, but I was talking to her about the shit down, and like she's not affected by it. Oh, that's what I was saying. I was saying, you know, it's kind of messed up because I'm in a rare position, which I've discovered over the last couple of years, and I'm starting to appreciate myself. I know that sounds arrogant, but pat myself on the back a little bit, like for having a savings.
Yeah.
You know, if I lost my job, I wouldn't.
You'd be all right for a while. I'd be
okay.
Yeah.
But that's only because I wasn't okay for so many years.
Yeah.
You know, and so you wise up and you make these different choices. And so I said to her, I was like, is it messed up that I'm like, well, if I'm in a position where this can affect so many people negatively, that I'm on the other side where it'll affect me positively. Like for me to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, if the stock market starts to go down, I'm buy stock.
You buy stock.
If the housing market goes down,
you're gonna buy a house.
I'm in that position.
Oh yeah, you're in that position, right?
But it's not fair. Like I want to ride for my fellow man, my fellow government workers, and you know, it's just weird. It's a weird thing.
Isn't that
to
the
think
worst?
That way, you know?
Isn't that the worst when like you benefit for something and you're like, oh,
yeah.
But this is my chance. This is my opportunity.
That's
this is
America.
what I've been working for.
That's America, though. When somebody else fails, another person rises.
Oh God.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
That's what this shutdown is about. I think about all these rich people and billionaires coming out right now.
This is their time. This is when they buy. This is when they do the hard money loans.
But
this is when they make most of their money.
Especially some of the people, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that are not in the Trump or 45's administration that feel the same way as people that are in his administration. Like, but they're saying the whole thing, like, you know, you suffer now, but it's for the greater good, like Laura Trump.
Yeah.
And then one of his cabinet members, like, I don't understand why they got to go on a bread line. It's not that deep.
But it is, though.
Like, really, bro? And he's a member of the cabinet. These are the people that are making decisions.
We're not in the same boat. You can't make decisions.
They're so rich that they don't even realize. They've always been rich.
That's like, those are not the people that should make the decisions for us. Like Ocasio, I'm glad she's making decisions for people because she was there.
Right.
She knows what it needs. She knows what we need.
Right. I think, and honestly, I think that was the appeal of somebody like Obama. It was because he came from humble beginnings.
Yeah.
There's certain people that you think about them like, wow, they really pulled themselves up from the street. So I don't know. Most presidents already have a lot of money. They're already rich. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just this whole thing. It just needs to be shut down. And I honestly don't think it's fair of people to blame Nancy Pelosi and, you know, I don't know. If you vote to reopen the government 10 times and the Senate doesn't even look at it, like, how can you blame the House?
You can't.
And all it takes is one person to say it's open.
Just
open it and negotiate on the other stuff. I don't understand. It's a stalemate. It sucks.
Do you ever... So, I haven't mentioned this before, but I work in a kindergarten class.
I'm like, what have you told me?
No. Like, to the peoples.
How is to the peoples?
I work in a kindergarten class, and there's one student that's extremely defiant. Very, very... I don't want to say defiant, strong-willed. Mm-hmm. But strong-willed in the sense that whether the child knows that it's good or bad for them, that's what they go and do. Right. Like, you gonna listen to me, boo. Right. And it's like, you need to speak, when I'm speaking to a 5-year-old, and I'm just having them understand the good, the bad, the difference, and why we're doing something, and a 5-year-old can understand. But you know how hard it is to talk to an adult that has that personality where they don't take the moment to listen? It's really hard. So you're fighting an uphill battle, but without rounded wheels. They're square wheels. It's very hard.
I find, like, there's a lot of times where I think I listen pretty well, but when I'm frustrated, I can't listen. Like nothing you say is gonna make.
But that's when that's when the person you're speaking to asks you to pause.
Right.
Let's just take a break. Let's pause and let's go back to this.
I don't even want to have a conversation. I get the heart pissed, foaming at the mouth. Like, if I don't agree with you, we got issues.
Issues.
Especially so with this thing, I know people that are probably rioting for this shit down. Like they're like whatever. Especially because it doesn't affect them.
But what happens when it does affect you? That's the thing. That's
right.
why we all.
But see, when it does affect them, the same people that are rioting for it will say it's not because of this. Whatever it's affecting them because of something. You know what I'm saying?
That's like, did you see 45? I forgot where I saw it, but 45 was talking about the wall. He was like, I didn't say Mexico was gonna write the check.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Bro.
They're gonna pay for it with this new deal.
I'm like,
and
bro,
you're like, really?
That's what I was gonna say earlier when I was talking to my aunt. Because when he said this, he said this before the shit down.
Yeah.
And he was like, and into the shit down, the whole.
Right. Yeah.
And he was saying that, and I said to my aunt, it was funny because we finished the sentence, and I was like, he said that. He was like, build the wall. Who's gonna pay it? And she's like, Mexico. That was the whole thing. That was the.
Yeah.
Who's gonna? It's like a rally.
Yeah.
Rallying cry. That was the whole thing. That was what you stood for. You said it. You said
you
wall.
Said they were
you didn't
say
steel slats. You didn't say gates. You said a wall. Like, I mean, that's what was said. And you said Mexico was going to pay for it. And the president of Mexico came out and said, we ain't paying for shit. Now what?
Do you ever see that commercial that he did?
Which one? Who did?
Oh my gosh. I can't remember what he was talking about. And Dawn, I am not going to pay for your wall. Oh my god, the whole commercial was so funny. Mexico. What's his name? I'm having brain farts. I need to look it up. I'm sorry. I'm having like a total mental.
I just have to say something. I'm not. Usually I don't look at your personal paperwork, but this is the same one I went to. This person.
Stop.
That's when I had my,
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, how did she? Anyway.
How
y'all doing?
I don't always look at your paperwork, but
I just happen to be sitting here. I'm like, what the hell? but I don't know. I know we touched on the shit down last week a little bit. This whole thing is crazy, home. I really believe that it would have ended today, so he could give his State of the Union.
Listen,
I really believe it was going to end today.
But it ain't gonna happen today.
It hasn't ended, right?
No.
As of the airing, recording,
it has not ended.
It has not ended.
No, it has not ended. It's gonna take time. But listen,
it's already been 34 days.
I think it's gonna be longer. I think this guy, he's
not gonna get his wall.
His slats. Come on, his slats. No, listen, he's not getting his slats. We're not getting what we want. For him, a win is nobody wins. He takes his ball and goes home. He takes his ball and goes home. That's what it is. If he can't win, nobody can win. But again, he didn't say he was paying for the slats. He said that they were going to pay for the slats indirectly.
But if he's a billionaire, why don't he just pay for it?
Yeah, where's his check?
Let me see your receipts.
Show me the receipts.
Where your taxes? And I love. Do you see that? So like Cardi B, when she's all into this like, who isn't into the shutdown? I think if you're an American citizen,
you need to
doesn't
be
matter
into the
what
shutdown.
you do for a living. You pay taxes in this country. You can say whatever the hell you want to say.
Exactly.
I mean I can't stand when people say, you get up on a stage or an award show and you have a political speech. You know what? They pay tax and they can say it.
That's my pulpit.
That's
my pulpit.
You have the right to say it. I have the right to tweet what I want to tweet, and there are repercussions with anything.
Right.
And so, with this whole Cardi B thing, somebody said to her, like, "You gonna pay for my health care?" And she was like, and they were like trying to be funny or whatever.
Right.
And she was like, "Well, seeing as how I pay $4 million in taxes a year, yeah, I'm probably paying for your health care, unless of course my money goes towards the wall."
Ooh.
And everybody's like, "Oh!" I'm like, how many does she sit up there and try to like come up with it?
I'm a dog walking. She's so quick.
I know.
But is she
like,
quick or is she alone? I'm a dog.
She got
walking.
a minute to get to it,
Yeah, she got people around her. Like, I wish, like, if you
I
and
don't think the dog walk thing. I think
that was all her. That was all her. But if you and I hyped each other up to answer people, we'd be quick as shit.
Oh, right?
Because
could you imagine us on the Housewives with our one-liners?
Oh,
it'd be bad.
No, because you know what? I talk backwards, I think. I say things that I think are so clever and funny, and then I hear it outside from someone else, and it sounds backwards. And
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
they're coached anyway.
they are.
They don't,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
they record it, they say, because there's no way those lines come out that perfect.
No, yeah.
They definitely say it over, and they probably get some, oh, why don't you put this word in there? And,
Oh, yeah,
you know what I
sure.
mean? So, because they never, the only
I
person I,
want to
think
put
that
it out
doesn't
there.
get
I
that,
want us to have our own show.
we have a show right now.
No,
Yep,
like-
yeah, yes. Where can they find us?
Yep, yes 18 on Instagram and Twitter. At me, boo.
Oh, gosh. But we'll talk about, maybe in the future, we got to get people to follow us.
Oh, yeah.
But let's get back to the shutdown.
The shutdown.
The shutdown.
Shutdown.
So, what do you think is a good compromise? If you were in the Senate or the House, what would you honestly think? And you're independent, and you very much. I wouldn't pigeonhole you as one or the other.
Right.
I think you make decisions that are best for you and your family.
Right. So I'm not one on
You
this
say
side or
that
that
anyway.
side.
I've never been in a polling booth with you, but be like, all of a sudden you write in Miss Piggy. I don't know.
Miss Piggy. That bitch is fine though.
But
Okay.
what would your solution be?
Oh gosh, I would. Well, I wouldn't be worried about some slats, to be honest with you. I don't think that's a concern of mine right now. I think my concern is continuing our import-export deals with other countries without pissing them off.
Mm-hmm.
I would deal with safety and security globally. I would actually deep dive into education. I would actually change the boss, because I don't think that she really has a handle on what education really does need.
But focus on the shutdown.
On the shitdown.
I'm not talking about you as Marissa's president now. The thing you're talking about is being the ruler.
These slats don't matter right now. The slats
You'd
don't
negotiate
matter. I would
about them.
negotiate. Yeah, I would negotiate them in different things. I would.
So if you're on that side of it, how would you try to convince him to see your side?
How would I convince him to see my
Because that's what
side?
Nancy Pelosi's basically
Is trying
saying.
to do.
But she ain't gonna, like, you realize he hasn't even given her a nickname?
I know. And what does that mean? He's either scared of her or something, because he
he
gives
backed
everybody.
down last night. He's like, fine, I won't have it then.
Yeah.
She's like, well, you wasn't gonna have it. It's the door is shut to you.
Yeah.
She authorized the lights to be turned on.
Yeah.
She authorized entry. Like,
Yeah.
where was you gonna have at a rally?
Ugh.
It doesn't work that way. He's probably like this. He's probably like, what, is going on? You know what I mean?
How do you get someone to see reason?
Like, think about him, the person that he is. What would you touch into?
If you want these slats, what are you willing to pay for it?
He said $5 billion.
No. What are you willing to pay for it? What are you willing to pay for it? Because if you want the slats, you're going to have to make me happy. So give me a deal that would make me happy.
And that's funny, because he offered to release the kids from the cages. Like, bro, you're
supposed to.
I'm being. That's not literally what he offered.
No,
but it was like, he didn't really give them anything that.
That's what
he
I
didn't
mean.
make an offer.
No, that's exactly with somebody like that who loves to negotiate. You got to give them the opportunity to negotiate. So,
right.
What are you willing to pay for it? What will you give me for me to say yes, and for me to walk away and be happy?
I can't see him doing it. I honestly can't. I don't know, yo. I don't know. But I don't even think that he's the type of person that you can negotiate with.
But he does like he likes that back and forth. He needs to be able to. He needs a platform to talk.
Right.
Even if he's talking at you, so you need to give him the opportunity of a semblance of a negotiation. So
right.
Give him the opportunity to sit in front of you, but do it. Make it one of those things where he has to come to your office and sit in front of your desk.
That ain't gonna happen.
Or if he sits at your desk, then you sit very far away. You have to let him talk. What
How
are you
is
willing
this
to
the
pay
guy,
for
the
it?
art of the deal, and he can't even make a deal, and he's the president? He's the president, and he can't make it. He wrote the art of the deal. Didn't he? Isn't that the name of his book?
Yes, the art of the deal.
There ain't no art in this.
No.
You shut down. You have people starving. Like, and you know, somebody else made a point, and the whole, like, one of the congressmen or senators, they basically were like, I can't believe people, that is so bad that they have to be on a bread line and, get assistance from the government.
Bad.
But I'm like, there are people that have jobs that get government assistance.
Yeah.
I didn't have a job. I got food stamps for a period of time.
Underemployment is such a plague in this country.
Right. Like, how are you not seeing? How are you an official in our government and you're not, like, you're just blind? You don't even realize what's going on in this country. Me and you are just regular people.
Yeah.
And we can sit here and be like, we're I was gonna say middle age.
Better bite your tongue, bitch.
Yeah, I'm not.
See, that was very clever.
Hey. What is the middle class?
How come Real Housewives of Long Island did not, like, it didn't take? The casting was really bad. They were horrible.
It was very bad because
they were horrible.
Right.
And that's why they didn't call them Real Housewives. They called them some other shit.
Yeah, they called them something else.
But back to you.
But middle class. You can't be middle class and be living paycheck to paycheck. That's not middle class.
That's not middle class. Stop making yourself feel better and calling yourself middle class.
And the whole thing with the guy, he was just like, these people make money, they're just not budgeting, and like, really, bro?
Who's making money? What kind of paychecks you think people make?
I know. I just never seen the disregard for people and the disregard for what they do and how they contribute to our country, and I don't understand how people don't see that.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, just.
And then there's this big thing in New York with reproductive rights have changed, with abortion laws. How come we don't talk about male reproductive rights?
Now you just went into a whole new topic.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Let's
focus.
Oh my gosh. I mean, really? What does that have to do?
Oh my God, I don't know what's
What
wrong
does
with
that
me.
have to do with the shitdown?
Everything, nothing.
Why don't you hold on to that and we can.
We'll discuss later.
We can save it. We don't have a show next week, so.
I have a question for you.
You can save it for your show by yourself.
How would you? I ain't gonna do this shit by myself. Could you imagine all the topics that I would be discussing?
I dare you to do a show by yourself. I want to hear this.
No, that would be a shit show.
It's Marissa without Tamika.
No, that would be terrible. Listen, I want to know what you would do to change. Have him, like, you have an audience with 45.
Well, the first thing one thing that I would have done by now that Nancy Pelosi has not done is put together a bill, take advantage of this period of time,
right,
where people are pissed at both sides of the for all three branches of the government, especially, even with the Supreme Court ruling that transgender people cannot serve in the military. But anyway,
so stupid.
The thing that would really bring people to her side and make people think that if she put together a bill saying that members of both Congress, all three branches of the government, are going to give up their salary during any shutdown.
Yes.
If she put that out today,
yes.
And then you have to see who didn't sign that.
Yes.
Who didn't sign up for that?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Put that out there. And I tell you, that would go a long way. I believe, like, if I was in her position,
we in the trenches together then.
Yeah, I'm with you. I signed.
Yes, I'm with you.
And the one thing too, she was at the food pantry serving food the other day. Mm-hmm. Like, I have never seen him. So I seen him throw paper towels at Puerto Ricans.
At people. At Puerto Ricans. Yeah.
They were in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, he threw a roll of paper towels at
your people.
My people.
Your people.
My people.
All hues of people in Porto throwing paper towels at them. Clean this up, basically. Clean up your own shit.
Oh my God.
I think if she,
which is
an
island surrounded by water,
just like Long. If she did that in the midst of obviously trying to get the government to reopen, but also putting that through,
right,
where you agree to give up your salaries, and then the people get to see who is not giving up their salary during a shutdown.
Yeah.
You know how far that would make?
Yeah.
On both sides, Democrat, Republican, and Independent.
Yes.
Just think about that.
Ooh, girl.
But they're not going to do that because they don't. As much as they try to act like, they care. They're like, it's only 800,000 people. It's 300 billion people in the country.
People.
But 3 billion people. Is it 3 billion or 300?
I don't know.
I think it's 3 billion. But
that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Start that as a Twitter handle.
But 800,000 people is not a lot of people in the grand scheme of things. Unfortunately, that amount of people have an effect on millions of people.
That's
the whole thing.
Yes. When you have a pandemic,
like people are like,
a pandemic starts with one.
Right.
So
and people are like, I'm not flying. So if they, but don't you realize that? Okay, so now the airports are shut down. Where are you gonna get your fruit? Like the airports are not just about going on vacation. That's FedEx. That's Amazon. That's like UPS. Like that's your groceries.
Yeah.
You go in the shop. You want your meat from ShopRite? You can get some poison meat.
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
Ooh.
a lot of stuff flies. You know what I'm saying? All ports of entry need TSA workers.
Yeah. All ports of entry.
All ports of entry.
I want to transition to.
Yep,
that's trending. We sounded so sad when we said that.
Before we get into that,
yeah,
I just want to blow up your spot because I know the answer to this.
Okay.
And I know the answer to this, and I don't ask much of you.
What the hell?
I asked you to do one thing, and I know the answer to this without us even discussing it, because I know you that well.
What?
So I wanted to introduce a new segment to our show.
Why am I drawing a blank?
The reality segment where you're going to watch Big Brother, and we're going to discuss Big Brother. Tamar and Candy.
Is that starting today?
No, it started Monday. And you told me you were going to add it to your calendar, and you didn't.
So what happened was...
What happened? What? What's trending? Marissa forgets again.
So I saw a clip.
That doesn't work.
Yeah,
anyway, so what's trending?
I want to talk about Gina Rodriguez, and she's an actress on Jane the Virgin, and she made a statement, and I want to know what you think of it. Okay?
Okay.
So hold on. So her statement was, Marvel and DC are killing it in inclusion and women, but where are the Latinas? ? Exclamation point. Asking for a friend. ... Now she was asked to address this because it sparked immediate backlash, with many people accusing the Jane the Virgin star of pitting people of color, women specifically, against one another. What do you think?
What do you think? It's your topic.
Do I think it was anti-black? I don't know if it was anti-black, but I think it was really stupid.
Okay.
I think it's one of those things that, like, when you're a woman of color, whether it be Hispanic or black or Asian, when one of us wins, we all win. And I think that's where we need to remember. Where one of us wins, we all win. So if you're in the spotlight, bitch, you better know that I'm gonna be holding some reflective mirrors to make sure your light is shining. Your aura is glowing. And I just think it was a really stupid comment. Do I think that she's anti-black? No, but I don't know her personally, so I don't really know. I think it was a dumb comment.
I don't think she's anti-black. I just think that most people ride for people that look like them, and they're, no matter how much we can all be like, I'm accepting of everybody, I don't see color, this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, you're going to feel more comfortable and want to see more people that look like you. Unfortunately, when some people express that desire, it comes across like you've seen enough of that particular person.
And I'm not cool with that.
And so the problem with that also is that black people, like, I honestly believe, like, we've been shitted on from jump.
Yeah.
Dragged over here, shitted on, and it just continues. And so when we get a little bit of something, somebody else steps in and be like, yeah, but what about us? It's like, can we have it for a second? Can we celebrate Black Panther?
Can you give me?
Can we get an Oscar?
Just give me. Let me live, bitch.
I mean,
let me enjoy this.
And it's not as though other nationalities are not. You know what it is? So a lot of other nationalities, people. I don't want to say everybody. People of other nationalities, they don't like to. And I will also include the LGBTQ community in this.
Okay.
They will not give credit where credit's due. Where other, like, I really believe that the black race culture has paved the way in so many different things. You think that the LGBTQ community would be able to protest and stand up and fight the way they do if they didn't have a civil rights movement?
No, but I also think the LGBTQ community, it's not, that is civil rights.
Right, but I don't think they don't give the respect. They never look back and say, we're doing this because we're standing on the feet of such and such. They never, you know what I mean? They never do that. Do you realize that? They never say we're standing, we're able to do this because of people like the black, like in the 50s and the 60s who walked across the bridge and talked about equality for all. They don't talk about that.
Let's talk about the Black Panthers. Let's talk about the Young Lords. Let's talk about it all. You have to understand that is a civil rights issue.
You're able to do that because somebody else
standing on someone else.
Your opportunity to do that.
Oh.
And so when Gina Rodriguez, I can never see that. Rodriguez. Because some people say they pronounce it different depending on, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But so when she says that, I don't think she's being ill. I don't. What is the word? Like, I don't think she's being. Had any ill will or anything like that. And her whole thing crying like, I have black friends, black family. It's cool and everything, but can we live for a minute?
Mind you, she tried to use her dad as an excuse, saying that he's Afro-Latino.
Right.
He's the same damn shade as she is.
She said he's dark.
Yeah, but he's the same like, if you've seen a picture of him, he's the same damn shade as she is.
Well, you did the same thing. I'm gonna lie. You described your aunt. She's like, she's dark. I'm like, bitch, I'm dark.
No, in comparison to me, she's darker than me. Oh,
but black people don't take it that way.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about? That's not. You know what I'm saying?
That's the dumbest thing ever. Like, I'm not going to take away his Afro-Latino culture. I'm not going to take any of that away. But don't be like, well, his hair is textured, so I'm all right to say something like that. No, you're not. That doesn't get you a pass. Not only does it not get you a pass, I think, I don't know if it's because she's young-minded. I don't know if it's because she doesn't really understand what activism is.
Right.
Exactly. But perhaps, you know what, I hope that this is a lesson learned.
Right.
And, as a woman who is Latina, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, she's on a limelight to put shine on a person of color. And the thing is, listen, don't be that one. That's like homegirl with the whole, like, all lives matter. Jennifer Lopez with the all lives matter. Bitch, you need to shut the fuck up.
Right. After you came in and tried to try to make it like Black Lives Matter for Me Too, and then all of a sudden it's like
throwing Ja Rule under the bus because you said a word you know the fuck you're not supposed to effing say, but talking about he wrote it. Bitch, how many times are we gonna give you a pass because you have a big ass? Shut the fuck up. Be a good example.
But the you know what, the thing with Jennifer Lopez, on a side note, is like, I really like her. I'm a fan of hers. Mm-hmm. The only problem is that she will never stand. She will jump fences real quick.
Oh,
like, she's not the person you want to bring to a fight.
No.
You do not bring that. No, that's not the chicken.
She ain't gang.
Exactly. She ain't gang.
Your aunt. That bitch is gang. And
then she tell you,
how stupid you are.
You're an idiot for getting me in this. Now let's go buckle up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my God. I love her so much. I love her.
But I think I think the whole thing though is like, I wish more people were aware of and conscious of the things that they say and the things that they do. And this goes for all races. This one you want to say all sides. Because there's black people that do the same damn thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I think it's very important for people to step back for a minute and be like, okay, let me. I mean, she celebrated in her own way,
Yeah.
By mentioning the superhero Marvel and whatever. But let's not act like, there've never been any. Have there never been any Latino
Superhero?
Yeah.
First of all, the incomparable Superwoman. That fucking lady's Hispanic.
Yes, true. And then what's her name too? Didn't she was the lead star. What's her name? And one of those. I cannot
Linda
remember.
Carter.
Huh?
Wonder Woman. Linda Carter.
Yeah, Linda
but
Carter.
Who are you
but
talking about?
One of the movies. There've been a couple of, even though I cannot remember any of these names.
Into the Spider-Verse, that was made up a whole Hispanic or minority cast, but it was a cartoon, but whatever. It was still dope as shit though.
I cannot remember Homegirl's name. Damn it. Anyway.
From a movie?
Yeah. She married to the guy whose father was like Magnum PI or something like that. One of those shows. She has the diaper brand or what's her name?
Oh my God! Honest.
Yes. Jennifer Alba.
Jennifer Alba.
Wasn't she like main superhero chick?
Yes, she was in. What was that show with Black?
I can't remember.
Black Hawk.
But I'm just saying, it's not as if there haven't been people in other races getting some shine. You know what I mean?
Right.
And anyway,
Dark Angel.
Yeah. And on top of it, Homegirl, she's talking all this smack and while she's promoting a movie that she's starring in.
She's so stupid.
She's the star.
I don't know who gave her like red carpet school, but shut the fuck up. And shine light. All you got to do is go out there and shine light on somebody else. Period.
Just I don't know.
And I just will say this. This is not for nothing, but I've said this on probably every show. I use the same phrase probably every show. This is long-standing systemic racism, because once you have all these like people of color making shine, there are people in this earth that will find anything to pit us against each other.
Always.
And it works. And the problem works because we are not secure enough.
Right.
And it works. And look, we're talking about it right now. But I wanted to talk about it, though.
And as I sit here, I think about you and my friendship and how blessed I am to have you and how many times people have questioned why we were friends.
Oh, yeah. They always did that to you, not to me, though.
Yeah, they wasn't going to say it to you, I guess. But there have
I don't wonder why.
I don't know. Maybe because at a point in my time, I wasn't as much as vocal as I am today. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, maybe.
So, I mean, things have changed a lot.
Yeah.
In terms of who, like my ability to speak up and not just like
Yeah, but I play the dumb role all the time.
Yeah, I don't know if it was that they played the dumb role in their eyes. I think it was more like you didn't give them the energy that they like, the feedback.
Yeah.
You know, like I'd make people feel like their points are always valid.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Where you were just like, I don't want to have a conversation.
You're stupid, and I'm not talking to you anymore.
Yeah, you're stupid.
Yeah.
So, but we've lasted this long, and not because of our race. We surpassed race.
Yeah.
You know. We
Yeah.
found a common ground. If most people could live that way, and have relationships based on commonality in terms of interest and things like that, and just like each other.
Yeah.
You know how far?
And if you don't, just still have a conversation as an adult, asshole.
Right. I don't know. It's just crazy. Just crazy.
It's crazy. I want to talk about Venezuela.
Oh, okay. We got a second. Yep, that's trending.
Second, yep, that's trending. I want to talk about Venezuela.
Listen, the all Hispanic show. We started with the Shitdown over Mexico.
I want to talk about Venezuela.
What's going on with them?
Well, in Venezuela, hold on. I don't want to misspeak, so I'm looking for what? Oh, here it goes. Okay, so Maduro, the current and standing leader of Venezuela, has closed down the U.S. embassy and consulate and gave them 72 hours to GTFO. So Donald Trump has backed National Assembly President Juan Guaido, who has declared himself the interim leader of Venezuela. The ruling president, Nicolas Maduro, has served all...
Maduro? As in?
Maduro, not menudo.
I was
Maduro.
like, Menudo? What they
You're like, oh shit! They got a new album?
Venezuela.
They're from, Puerto Rico. Anyway, Nicolas Maduro has severed all diplomatic ties with the U.S. The Venezuelan opposition says that Maduro's leadership isn't legitimate and plan to hold fresh elections. Several of the other countries, including Canada and Brazil, have joined the U.S. in supporting. I suppose they supporting. I suppose. Guadio. Guadio Falls.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Let me
God.
leave you alone.
No, shut up. It's okay.
Anyway, so what do you want to talk about? About it?
So listen.
What do you want to discuss?
The U.S. has stepped in and declared someone who has been a standing leader for quite some time, and said that leadership is not legitimate. This is the person that I'm going to backing, and I can guarantee Juan will be in leadership pretty soon. But I just want to say this, and I don't really want to discuss it any further. Does anyone remember whatever happened
to Baby Jane?
No. So what did we do in the Middle East? Do you remember somebody who was hanged that we put in power, and we started a war declaring Iraqi freedom, but we put them in power, and then when we no longer benefited, we said that their leadership wasn't legitimate.
Killed them.
We've done this a few times.
This is American way. It's the American way.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I just want to leave that as food for thought.
So, but what is your stating facts? What is your opinion?
My opinion is that Juan is going to be in leadership soon. Venezuelan economy is going to suffer. U.S. is going to come in, and I don't know what natural resource they're going to pillage and plunder, and then they're going to walk away and be fine, and then they're going to leave Venezuela in the dust.
Because we ain't got nothing for them.
Right, and then we'll take over somehow. We're going to be sending troops in the next 5 years to Venezuela for something, and then we're going to put somebody else in power. But I'm just saying, that's my opinion.
Let's play it out and see what happens, and then go from there. I mean, I honestly don't even have enough education on the topic, but I just know the American way is to, like they did when we talk about the for Thanksgiving, you pillage, you invite somebody to dinner, pillage their village, and then you kill them.
And completely massacre them.
You get what you want, and then you move on.
And you massacre.
It's like, oh, you know what? I like the way they make soup.
We're celebrating friendship, which is what we do on Thanksgiving. We celebrate friendship. Yeah, they stopped fighting and had a nice meal.
And then they killed them.
A word.
That's how it happened. So that's why homeboy was staring down the indigenous plant. Even though it's funny, like they got all these news. You're interviewing the kids, not interviewing the indigenous.
But think about why. Because, I mean, think about why. They were wearing certain hats that represented a certain thing.
Yeah.
And they had I don't know what family member had the wherewithal to say, you better make a statement to say that you were diffusing the situation and not...
You know what it is? The lawyer, Trump's personal lawyer, went to their school.
Oh.
And he got them a PR firm.
Jesus Christ.
45's personal lawyer. Damn. Anyway, on that note, we're going to leave you with that. I don't even know where to go. But it's just like, there's so much stuff going on.
Have a white day.
Oh my God. We're not racist.
I'm not. I'm not racist.
No, but people take that in the wrong way.
Oh, have a white day?
No, you're not racist. I'm not racist. You know, I've slept with white men. And the myth isn't true. Just saying. Mm-hmm. On that note, I'm just saying, but you know, sometimes people get offended when you have a real conversation.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's not about being racist or feeling one way or another about a particular race. It's about speaking truth and realizing like what's going on in this country and really having a real dialogue about it. And I'd like us to have somebody on here on the show, you know, in the near future that has a polar opposite viewpoint about what's going on and really have that true conversation without it getting nasty.
Okay.
So let's find that person.
Okay.
We'll do some research.
I'll let you know.
Any-
At me.
any-
At me if you're that person.
Are you a white privileged person that doesn't agree with us?
Are you from Connecticut? Call me.
Why you gotta disrespect the whole state?
No, I like the state. My mother-in-law's from there.
That's just like somebody's like, I like black people. I know one.
Oh well.
You're so wrong.
I don't give a shit.
Anyway, are we done? This
Oh
your
my
episode. You're in
God.
charge today.
Yeah, we're done. Well, where can they find us?
Yep, yeah, yes, they change.
On?
Twitter and Instagram. In addition to that, you can download us on iTunes,
Podbean.
SoundCloud, Podbean, YouTube, and I'm missing one. Google Play.
Google. Hey.
Hey, oh, and tune in. If you got an Amazon, all y'all that got that Amazon Echo Dot,
Yes.
you can play it.
Yes.
You can play it right on there.
Yes.
You
Alexa. Yes.
don't want yours to turn on. And say, hello, what is it that you need?
Oh my God! Like last time,
Yeah.
I'm a shit show myself.
Anyway,
All right.
good show, homie. Am I what?
Tamika,
Yes.
I love you,
Uh huh.
and you're enough.
Oh, thank you. Bye.
Bye.